Okay, so a little bit of context on that paper that was handed out to you today before you had left. Okay, we're talking about what's called esterification is one, and hydrolysis of esters is the other. Now, hydrolysis would mean breaking things down. Okay, so in that case, that's referring to it's just, I want to say it's number 6. I'm looking over a rough copy of this. Actually it's number 2. That would be an example of hydrolysis, because what you're starting with there is an ester, okay, and now you're going to add some water to it. And what that means then, and as a quick review, it looks to me like we have propanoate, okay. So what that means then is, make sure I get that written correctly, even though the alcohol portion is written to the right, that's still named first. So we have these 3 carbons here. There's our carbonyl carbon. Here's our alcohol that we just said. Okay. So here's our propyl group, and here's our carbonyl carbon, and here is, oops, I didn't need that last one. Trying to get this done in quite a hurry as this weather is dumping more and more snow. So if we're adding water to this, we've got our propanoate. We're going to add water to it. Okay. So essentially what's happening is it's just the opposite of esterification. Because the reason we say that is if we break this apart, we know that this was our alcohol portion. Okay. Alcohol over here and acid on this portion. Okay, so essentially what's happening is we're just going backwards from that of our ester, now going back to an alcohol and back to an acid. So when we add this water, okay, remember we had said it's always all about the water, whether we're removing that, okay, or we're adding it to that. That was evident in our alkene reactions with Markovnikov's rule, giving you a major and a minor product, and also with, trying to quickly think here, and that is secondary alcohols being oxidized and then being reduced back to alcohols as well. Okay, so when that happens, notice that what we would have stripped off of there was this water. Now this is going to be added back to, oops, wrong one. I meant to pick this one. This is going to be added back to this bond, and then this one would be added back to that bond. So once we draw this compound out again, okay, so here's our 3 carbons that we had up here, okay. Our double bonded or carbonyl carbon is still there. And notice we said this OH group attaches back onto here. Okay, there it is. Okay, and again, we're adding this to form an acid and an alcohol back again. So we would write these 3 carbons. And notice we had said that O that's here, and hydrogen attaches back onto there. Okay, so that is water synthesis with that of an ester. We're just getting the same thing that we would have had from ester back to an alcohol and an alcohol. Okay, so now that's some of the reactions that you would see. That's what we're doing in number 2. And let's see here. Number 1, you're drawing compound. 2 is a mechanism that we just went over. 3, you're naming that compound. 4, okay, that is esterification, okay, because notice we have a sulfuric acid catalyst, so you're taking water off of there. So now that we are taking water off of there, we're going to get our ester from our alcohol and our acid. Then number 5, again, that is esterification, because you have an acid and an alcohol. Number 6, you are actually having an alcohol. You got to draw out the structure along with the acid and form the complex ester after that. And number 7, okay, you're going to break that apart, okay, and again, that's just the exact opposite of what this one was. And then 8 is esterification. You're creating that that ester from what you see given to you. And then 9 and 10 are your carboxylate salts. And if you remember, what we see happening then is on this ester, okay, what we see happening is that sodium is going to attach on a certain spot, okay. With that being said, where you have your alcohol and your acid portions, that's where your sodium then is going to attach. Okay, so that was just a quick presentation on what was handed out to you, just in case we have a late start or no school. Hopefully that gives you a little bit of context, and we will catch up to you next time.